This is your Family. That's just for this fun podcast. We're back here once again with me, of course, Landon, and for the first time in forever, I guess since the last podcast episode he was in, Anthony. He has returned. He's alive.
I was in like episode 4, I think.
Yeah, like something like that. Episode 4 or 5, and never returned. But he still is on the team, guys. If you didn't know that, so we're back here again today with another episode of the podcast, like usual. As everyone loves the podcast. It's a fact.
On that?
No,
I'm grinding hours on Rocket League. I'm listening to 8-Bit Garydon's flipping Foot Idiots 1 podcast, bro. It's insane.
As soon as Apple News loads, I'll have something to talk about.
Okay. Now, first of all, I do want to talk about some stuff on the channel to you guys, because I know you guys are loyal viewers and want to update you on everything that's going on. So, here at the 8-Bit Garden headquarters, stuff has been changing. We've been changing kind of how we do things. We've been having like different departments and stuff. Stuff has been changing, so stuff will kind of change how we make videos, but like not in a drastic way to where it's going to be entirely different content. The same content, just made differently, if that makes any sense. Like, I want to understand that. I hope so. And, in a few days, I'm going to make a big announcement on the community posts. I'm going to say that for that. You guys are going to be happy with it. At least, I know some of you are going to be happy with it. Most of you probably. Can't wait to reveal what that is. Landon? What was that?
Do we get to know?
Actually, you guys already know. If you think about it hard enough, you guys would probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, related to something that premiered on the channel a few weeks ago that we actually have decided to continue with. That probably already revealed what it was, because everyone probably knows what it is now, but whatever. You guys will still be happy with it, probably. Anyways, get into our first story. The boss of Pixar has officially confirmed that Buzz and Woody will reunite in Toy Story 5.
Finally.
Now, most of us expected that. You can't make a Toy Story without Toy Story and Buzz. I mean, without Woody and Buzz. But it's just nice to have confirmation, you know? Nice to have confirmation.
Not gonna lie. I didn't watch the entire thing of Toy Story 4. I watched like half of it. And then I kind of just... Well, I had to go do something and just never picked it back up. So honestly, I don't remember half of what goes on in that movie.
What?
That's what gotta run a marathon of all the Toy Story movies.
Yeah, I got Disney Plus opening up right now.
Yeah.
Man, just gonna read the description. He ain't gonna watch it. Just the description, that's it. That's all you need in life.
And some other news about the channel, you guys have been talking about, you guys have been commenting about what about the song, because we were making original songs like every month for a while. Those have kind of slowed down. Anthony's new head person about the songs, so he's working on that. So stay tuned for that, because it's happening. It's just things have been kind of.
I'll be honest, that stuff is gonna take probably a hot minute, just because of like what I'm trying to achieve.
Yeah,
I watched 30 seconds of this movie, and then I'm gonna have to stop to where nothing gets.
DMCA accredited. You're fixing to ruin this man's YouTube.
So yes, everyone remember the songs. We're working hard on them. They're coming. Just it's gonna take a while. We won't make them really good. Like actually, like generally good music, which is harder said than done. Sticking to the topic of. Oh my god, it's easier said than done, not harder said than done.
Hey, they're not the ones
Language.
Very few things are harder said than done. But anyways,
Kick him out.
sticking on the topic of music, we have some Rick Astley news. Everyone loves Rick Astley, of course. The legendary meme.
Oh wait, can I say it?
Sure.
He put out a brand new album.
That's right, October 6th this year. Are we there yet? Rick Astley's 10th album.
Wait, that's the wrong one. Dang it. Where is...
Man has his note.
I went to the thing because I knew you talking about it. It's the new album. Okay, hey, never mind. I'm gonna just not. You know what? Go ahead. I'm done trying.
He's actually already released the first track of the album onto YouTube. I'm link in the description because it's a bop. Honestly, the only modern music I actually like is Rick Astley. I gotta admit that. So yeah, go listen to that, please, because honestly, it's really good. I can't wait for the album to come out. I will definitely update my Rick Astley ranking video when that comes out. Make a whole new video ranking all 10 albums. Hopefully it's going to be good. Super excited. Cannot wait till that comes out. That's going to be bussin', like, for real. Elemental just came out a few days ago. Pictures of this movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw it.
Go watch it.
Did my review of it. Thought it was great. Honestly, one of my new favorite Pixar movies. I think it's really underrated. And surprisingly, it's Pixar's, like, just biggest bomb ever. Just the lowest opening for a Pixar movie it's ever been released. Which is really sad.
Dang. But disrespect.
Because it's a really good movie. If you guys haven't seen it, please go see it. It's, like, honestly really good. I didn't expect it to like as much as I did. I think it's great. Probably, I don't know if I'd say the best one this year that I've seen. Guardians 3 was really good. This is probably my favorite animated film. Honestly. I liked it better than Mario, so there's that.
I haven't. Gonna be my favorite animated, and I watch a lot of anime, especially movies. So that's saying something. So Across the Spider-Verse came out recently.
That
and
did.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Unfortunately, I have not had time to go and see that, but I've heard it's really good, and it probably is. Honestly, like I don't doubt that it's not great for a second. Honestly, like it just is.
I've heard it's extremely good as well. And from the stuff that I've seen, we're probably gonna get a whole bunch of new stuff. Like, you know how many spider people were in the last one?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's supposed to be more.
At least one was in that movie, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong about that, but I think at least one.
Yeah. Probably. Hopefully.
Me too.
I'll
also be hopeful.
Here's something else, because today happens to be June 21st, which of course is the 4th anniversary of Toy Story 4. So, happy 4th birthday, Toy Story 4.
Yep.
You didn't need to exist, but I still loved you.
I was about to say that.
I'm so
right before I said anything.
I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely sorry.
How dare.
I don't know before he does. Who else is gonna say it? That's how it goes.
Yeah, my fault.
A few weeks ago was the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park. That's just something that I think is just wow.
Speaking of, go watch the video that carried on. The latest video posted on the AV Carried On channel. The Lost World Analog Core. You should go watch that right now.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, more Jurassic Park Animal Horror, and you guys love that stuff. Haven't seen it in a bit, but it is back, and it's pretty good. Probably the best thumbnails I made this year, I'm gonna be honest.
Those Jurassic World movies have business being as good as they are. Way ahead of it. I don't know when the first one came out, but it's too good, even for now. Like,
I agree.
so, just no business being that good.
Like 30 years later, Jurassic Park still holds up as an amazing film, honestly. That's kind of amazing that it still holds up. Honestly, it looks great. Just saying.
Well, I have the movie case. It's like right by me somewhere. Found it. I found it. I think I found it. That's not it. That's That's a 3-pack of Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie. Dwayne Johnson features in Hercules, Dwayne Johnson in Pain and Gain, and then G.I. Joe. Hercules was like the only one I actually watched out of those. I'm gonna find Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I agree with Anthony.
I changed my mind.
I'm just gonna say it, the animatronics in Jurassic Park are better than like almost all of CGI today. Like just straight up. Like just no question. Straight up. Facts.
Oh, speaking of animatronics,
Let's see where we're going with this one.
movie.
Yep, the FNAF movie.
Five Nights at Freddy's movie
Woo!
is in full swing on every social media that I open up. I can't go like 10 videos without seeing like, if it's not like this, I'm gonna die. If it's not like this, my dad's gonna come back with the milk or something like that. I'm just saying the truth, bro. I expect good things in that movie.
I'm excited
If
for the movie though.
I guess I love that the FNAF movie is getting a lot of hype. I love that it's getting a lot of interaction with people. Because I don't think anyone expected it to have this be just like this big, honestly. Probably one of the biggest things on the internet this year, I would say, honestly. Like, the FNAF movie is just, I think, bigger than anyone expected. And I think it's going to do better than anyone expected it's going to. Like,
the entire Five Nights at Freddy's series was made because of creators Scott Cawthon's game. Like he was trying to make like child friendly games because like, you know, kids were the ones that were playing the most games at the time, you know, on like phones and stuff especially.
yeah.
And people who aren't kids that were playing it, they were like, these games are too disturbing and scary for kids, bro. Like, cool it. And then like they lost traction. And he took those negative comments and he made probably one of the most known series, like, ever, probably. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
want to be like, hey, what are your thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy's? They most likely know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like, I think, like...
And just the success of it is insane to think that it was by accident.
Like, every decade has a game that just changes the game industry. The 80s had, like, the original Mario. The 90s probably had something. I don't know. The 2000s had a bunch of, like, 3D games. That was a new thing. Like...
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The game. Tears of the Kingdom just dropped the Zelda game. But still, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, okay?
I was about to say.
That time period of Zelda game almost can't be beat. It's close to the current stuff in terms of goodness. But I'm just gonna say it. The 3DS version of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are absolutely the best games I have ever found. Ever. In my life. And in my death.
Dang.
By the way.
Getting back to the FNAF movie, I think when the first FNAF came out, that game honestly has changed gaming forever. Just honestly.
It wasn't supposed to be possible.
Like, especially horror games,
the
like...
The creator of the game couldn't get past the fourth night because he made it, like, basically an automatically generating, like, sequence. Like, he coded it, and then it kind of, like, he made the graphics and stuff, and he, like, coded the inputs and stuff. But the animatronics behavior, he gave the animatronic possibilities and chances, and then had the algorithm do the rest of that. And he couldn't get past the fourth night. But then people are insane. And they beat the game basically, like, as soon as the full game dropped. It was...
Yeah.
7-year-old me would approve.
Honestly, though.
And I was like 9.
Yeah, but honestly, I think FNAF is a big reason why horror games are so big today. Like, especially the 2010s. Horror games were, I mean, I think since the 90s, like with like Doom and stuff. But the 2010s were when horror games peaked, like when they exploded. And I think it's kind of because of like Slender the 8 Pages and FNAF.
I haven't played very. Like, I played FNAF 1 like 3 weeks ago, and some of the second FNAF.
Yeah.
But like, other than that, I haven't played like any horror games, and I need to. And even then, those are like
Same here.
scary ones, except for 2. That one's like actually terrifying.
I like
More
quite a
so
bit.
than the entirely interactive VR game of Five Nights at Freddy's, putting you in the experience of that. And something where you just have to stare into darkness is way scarier. It's insane.
Yeah.
So you're saying whenever I shut off my phone, it's really scary,
Yes.
especially whenever it dies.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Especially like you're having.
All I heard was you said you thought you were having, and then you cut.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that. My internet's bad, okay?
Nah, that's good.
Um.
I said you're having an important conversation and your phone dies.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Can I get the original Five Nights at Freddy's on my phone right now? Do I have enough money on my account? Because I'm pretty sure I bought something like 2 days ago. Oh, yep. Don't gotta know.
So I now want to point out with like the first FNAF game. I think like the first Hunt's Phrase is the scariest FNAF game. The only game that came close is FNAF VR. But I think it was just something so new that no one had ever experienced before. And even today, the atmosphere in that game is just so... Everything's so subtle that it just is like such a good, scary game. It's just so scary. And I think it just does just enough. It doesn't go over the board like with like Security Breach or something. It does just enough to where it's kind of terrifying. And no other FNAF game is...
It's an amazing game, but like every time we kind of find an answer to one of the questions that like the community asks, like not we as in like the 8-bit Gaydon team, but like the gaming community. Every time the gaming community finds an answer to a question, there's there's like 5 other questions following that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Infinite cycle. Like 2 months ago, I knew basically everything there was to know about that. Now I'm in the...
Yeah, I do think that the community is getting closer to solving Security Breach. Although we did think that 2 years ago, and now we're here, so there's that. But I think we're getting kind of close to what Security Breach was supposed to be. I think we are getting kind of close to cracking what that game is. Like, still, honestly, it's like... I don't really think FNAF will ever be solved. I don't think so. I think FNAF will, like...
I mean, the FNAF movie is...
Yeah. Like, the FNAF movie...
Apparently,
Yeah,
it's supposed to be the last thing that Scott Cawthon ever gives us in terms of FNAF games in general.
yeah.
And, well, like, not games, but, like, answers to questions and content to, like, you know, watch, play,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I think what will kind of happen with the FNAF franchise is that, like, Scott is going to take a step back. Like, he's not going to come with all the ideas and stuff, but I still feel like he's going to have to approve everything that they do. Like, I don't think he's going to, like, steal, just, like, make whatever they want to with the lore. I do think they're going to get some approval from Scott, which is, you know, I think would be the best move there. But I feel like with FNAF, we might get, like, because if it does one off, we're going to get a trilogy of films, so FNAF 1, 2, and 3. So I feel like we might get the, like, full story of the first those first 3 FNAF games fully explained. Because that was all it was going to be originally. There wasn't going to be FNAF 4, it was going to be FNAF 1, 2, 3. So I feel like the FNAF trilogy might explain that. It might explain all the lore behind that. But with like games like Security...
FNAF 2 came before the first game.
That's true, that is true.
And the story. And then I know that it's really confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently 4 is like before that, because 4 happened. Technically, 4 is like a hallucination, but like the hallucination is caused by the original place that had just the Springlock Freddy suit and the Springlock Bonnie suit.
Yeah. Honestly, hands down, FNAF 4 is still the most mysterious FNAF game. We have not solved that game all these years later. We still have no idea what FNAF 4 actually is. We have no clue. And I kind of love that, honestly.
Wait. What if we take a second to think? What if there isn't any lore? What if it's just like what if there just isn't any lore and we're just taking it way too deep?
No, everything is confirmed. How? Like the fact that, like, say, like the puppet from FNAF 2, where you have to like keep the music box wound.
Yeah.
The lore behind that is it was supposed to protect one of the restaurant owners, like the franchise creators, like this guy named Henry. He made that to protect his daughter. And
then, I watched all the Mad Pat lore videos. I know what goes on.
Yeah, same.
Just saying.
The other owner killed his daughter.
Yeah.
Puppet was made to he stabbed her and left her out in the rain to die, and then the puppet went out there, but because it's like, you know, an electronic thing that's just following its code, you know, it died, and it died while like holding Henry's daughter, and then like the child, like the daughter, possessed the thing, like the puppet. And then, like, after that, there were, like, purple tears on the puppet's face.
Yeah.
Like, showing the possessiveness. And then, like, in, Custom Night. Actually, I don't know if it has the tears in Custom Night. Probably does. But still. Like, there's no way everything isn't connected. And it's been confirmed that it is. Even without that, I feel like it's pretty definitive.
It's just, the fact is, I understand all the war has been confirmed and all that, but I meant, like, wouldn't it be funny if there's no war and it was just meant to be a game?
It's a conspiracy.
I love how we started talking about the FNAF movie, then we started getting to, like, this, all of FNAF and just all of the lore.
It's a good series and franchise of stuff. 7-year-old me on my second grade on the bus, bro. It was insane.
Getting back to what we were originally talking about with like Security Breach and with like the lore and like how it will never end. Like, I think FNAF is going to outlive Scott Cawthon, which is, like, kind of sad, but I think it is. I think, like, FNAF is just, like, honestly just, like, so big now that I don't really know if it will ever end. Like, it's something that you have to think about. It's like, FNAF is not just, like, an indie game. It's a thing. It's, like, a thing now. It's like, FNAF won't end, and the lore will just keep going and going and going. And, like, years from now, they'll be like Mad Pal will be considered like a FNAF theory veteran. And like it's crazy to think about. FNAF will not end. The lore will never end. Honestly. That's just like you gotta think about that.
But I feel like the actual story will, like, cause like you can only do something like for so long. You can only find new ideas for like a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Especially when you're focusing on one thing and trying to stretch. Like, just the confusingness of Security Breach, I would say, is proof of that. Like, I know it was it, but at the same time, just a lot of stuff is accidental as well. Like, you can't have a series this big and not make accidents. Like, especially because one guy started it.
Yeah. I feel like FNAF's
And
almost
now he's
like
making a movie with it. It's insane. I love this game.
yeah. I feel like FNAF's almost had chapter like FNAF 1 through 3, chapter 1. Like it kind of like was supposed to be a close off. FNAF 4 through Pizza Sim was kind of like chapter 2. So it's like it was supposed to lead in the franchise. Then FNAF UCM to like the Ruin DLC coming out in July. That's like kind of like chapter 3. So I feel like yeah, cause like chapter 1 ended with like a place burned to the ground. FNAF 6 burned to the ground. And I feel like they'll close off the whole like Pizza Place glitch trap thing, but then something else will happen. Something else will continue it, right? I feel like it will always have something to do with kind of Afton, right? The Afton family, at least, because I feel like that's kind of like a basis. You can't have FNAF without the Afton family. Yeah, but I feel like they're like, we're gonna get like a chapter.
I mean, Pizzeria Sim burnt down. The skip down. I think it was burnt down by the same person too. I might be wrong about that because I haven't like said anything about FNAF. I just kind of played the game. I haven't watched anything about it in a while, so I'm probably wrong in saying that. But I think it was the same person. Oh, someone left. Yeah.
Yeah. I love how half this podcast has been about FNAF. It always comes to this. Every time we do a podcast, it just begins about FNAF, whatever. Here's something that came out today. We got it revealed that Marvel will not be at CinemaCon this year. So they will not make any big, giant announcements like how they usually do. Which means that, I'm just saying, this leaves the door open for DC so much that it's kind of incredible. DC could swipe in, explode the internet. And honestly, what's probably going to happen? James Gunn, with this new information, James Gunn's going to come in and announce he's going to play Superman in the new DCU. And that is going to make everyone lose their minds. Because it doesn't matter if you don't like DC or not. Superman is Superman. And once we find out who's going to be that new Superman, that's going to just explode the internet, honestly.
I haven't kept up. Just because, like, yeah.
So basically, to get Anthony all caught up and stuff, James Gunn's gonna be the new head of the DC universe, and they're kind of rebooting everything. They're gonna have new casts, so that means like a new Superman, new Batman, new all that. And we'll probably get some big announcements at CinemaCon this year. Probably gonna be Superman, maybe the new Batman for that universe, like Wonder Woman, who knows? So it's pretty crazy stuff might go down at CinemaCon. Did they even still give milk with Happy Meals? I generally don't know.
Do they? Because the last time I got a Happy Meal was like, now that I think about it, quite a while ago.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone order a Happy Meal with a milk.
I know they used to have it.
Yeah, I know they used to. I got some myself, but I don't think I don't know if that's a thing anymore. I know apple sizes. They always ask me what extra fries are apple sizes. Yo, who's gonna say apple sizes? Extra fries, obviously. Like, come on.
Oh, we gotta be healthy.
I don't.
Give me take out one fry.
I get because get your mind out of the gutter, get your minds in the gutter. I'm talking about growing. Yes, I'm talking to your viewers like that. But like, I don't get a Happy Meal. I make my own. Okay, so I get a pounded meal because that comes with like fries and I think a drink. I get that, and then I ask for nuggets and barbecue. So then I get a Happy Meal, but with nuggets and a barbecue.
Okay.
I'm a genius.
Here's some Here's some news. The live action Moana and live action How to Train Your Dragon are both going to come out in 2025. That's just interesting to me.
2025, calm down.
That's my favorite year. It's gonna be. Like, I love Moana. Like, no joke, that movie's goated. And How to Train Your Dragon, that's my childhood. Okay? Like, I consider rewatching the entire, technically not a trilogy, because there's a show that technically comes either after the second movie. Yeah, after the second movie is when that takes place. The show that is. But technically, like, movie-wise, it's a trilogy. I considered rewatching the whole thing just cause, okay, I am not a child, but How to Train Your Dragon, it's too good.
Yeah. And the only thing I have to say about this is that,
just like Jurassic World, no business being that good.
Honestly.
the only thing I have to say about that is that Dragon got announced first, its release date, and then Moana did it afterwards. So it makes you think, is Disney trying to compete with DreamWorks? That's what I'm thinking of. Because
it's a possibility.
I mean, because
It's very much a possibility.
and here's this.
They made Madagascar. You can't compete with DreamWorks.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, they made Shrek. They made Shrek 2. They made Shrek 3. I don't think there's a Shrek 4.
There actually is Shrek 4, Shrek Forever After.
That's what I thought it was, but I didn't know if I was right or not.
Shrek 5 is in development, by the way, for anyone wondering. If anyone didn't know that, Shrek 5 is in development, which is really cool.
There's a Shrek 5?
Yeah, no news of release or anything, but it's happening. Because Puss in Boots Last Wish was like a box office smash. So of course we're going to make Shrek 5. Makes sense. Yeah, Shrek 5's happening. I Trained Dragon 3, Moana. No news when Shrek 5's going to come out,
I
but...
grew up on Pixar and DreamWorks. I didn't know Disney existed. Did. But I thought it was a little girl's TV show. Mainly because Frozen was like the only Disney movie I had ever seen.
That's a good,
Until Moana came out.
that's a good point.
And, like, I was in like 3rd grade when we all gathered library, watched Moana instead of doing work. It was insane. I think it was the end of the year though, so that would make sense. It was still very fun.
We got a little bit speaking of Pixar, we got a little bit of Pixar news. Pixar said that they're going to try to balance originals and sequels, which means that we're going to get more sequels after Toy Story 5 and Inside Out 2.
I hate to cut my time short, but I'm gonna have to go. I got stuff to do.
What's the point of golf?
Yeah, that's a good question. I honestly don't understand golf, but golf is fun.
Dig a hole in the ground. Golf club and a golf ball. And you try to put the golf ball into the hole. Alright? But then when you put it in the hole, you try to get it in there with as little strokes as possible. Okay? Like, usually points are a good thing, but not golf. You know, football points are a good thing. Baseball points are a good thing. Soccer points are a good thing. Basketball, did I say that? I think I did.
Yeah, I think so too.
Golf points are a bad thing. I mean, yeah, I'm good at that game if it's like compared to everything else, because like I get at least 500 points on some mini golf, bro.
Yeah, I actually really like mini golf. Golf is fine, but like mini golf is
fun.
I like mini golf.
Golfing it's weird. Just take a bunch of middle-aged dudes, throw them on a field with a hole, some golf clubs and golf balls. See how many strokes it takes them to get it in. It don't make sense. Why are you laughing?
No reason whatsoever.
That makes sense.
Um,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, but it's kind of a lifelong dream of mine to do a vlog with a bunch of the team members playing mini golf. That'd be pretty fun. Not gonna lie.
Hey, we could make that happen.
We can make that happen one day, and I really hope we do, actually. I'd love to do some vlogs with you guys, like...
Me and you, we gotta make that happen, because we're, like, the only ones here now.
Yeah. But I'd love to do some vlogs with, like, the entire team. That'd be fun. Like, just to do a lot of vlogs, because, you know, something different, something unique. We can...
Listeners / viewers, does that sound interesting? Would you watch that?
Yeah, would you guys watch vlogs with, like, the whole team? Because that, well, I guess not the entire team, because some people wouldn't be able to come, but most...
Some people wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. But, like, a lot of people, like...
I'm sure would.
Yeah, like, at least, like...
I'm sure everyone would like to do that, but I don't know if everyone...
Yeah. Like 4 to, like, 5 people, maybe, like that. Like...
I mean, that's still a considered amount.
That's
Still
true. But, like... Yeah. What would you guys be interested in at all? Like vlogs with the team? Because that could be fun.
Not just mini golf, by the way.
Yeah, like we could do, yes.
We could do, stuff like, mini golf.
Here's something that I guess I just thought to bring up. Before the film Elemental, there was a short film about the, about the old man and the dog. Yeah. And it was pretty cute. I liked it.
Get it? Because you said something about up and a dog.
That's actually funny.
Actually, what is up? Like, I haven't seen that movie.
You mean the one where the guy attaches balloons to his house and flies
Yeah,
away?
I know. It's the Rick Astley paradox. How could I not?
That's...
He's never gonna give you up, okay? But as stated in the song, he's never gonna let you down. However, by not giving you up, he is letting you down. But he said he'll never give you up. So therefore, he will let you down. But he also said he won't let you down. But he's letting you down by not giving you up, which he already stated he's not gonna do. He said, I'm never gonna give you up, and I'm never gonna let you down. He said never. Not even I'm not gonna. He said, I'm never gonna do that. He said that. Like, I'm confused here. Is he, or is he gonna let me down?
But also, he's never going to run around. He's never going to desert you.
He's deserting me while he lets me down. He also said he isn't gonna hurt me. Okay? He says that. Okay? Fact check it. Okay? But he's hurting my feelings by not letting me watch them up. Like, what if I've never seen that movie?
But
I have, but what if I haven't?
He's also never going to make you cry. He's never going to say goodbye.
I'll be saying goodbye if you don't give me up and let me down.
He's also never going to tell a lie.
I forgot about that part. By not telling a lie, he reinstates the fact that he's never gonna give me up and he's never gonna let me down. And he said he's never gonna tell a lie, okay? But he's letting me down by not giving me up, okay? So, in that case, he's lying. Like, that's a solid, 8 points so far, I think.
He also said, you know the rules and so do I. But how does he know you know the rules?
Yeah, I know the rules of the paradox. But how does he? He made the song. He can't know the paradox. That don't make sense.
He
That's
also
like saying, I know that I know about all this, but in so, he's lying. Cause like he's lying.
he also says you
It's
wouldn't.
not a canon event. It's got it can't,
He also says you wouldn't get this from any other guy. But how does he know that?
because the guy has promised that he's never gonna give me up and he's never gonna let me down. And by knowing that he's hurting me, because that obviously means he's stalking me. I'm being stalked by Rick Astley.
At 3 a.m. gone wrong.
2016 be like, we need to make that a video.
we
That's
so
a
do.
feature production by the 8-bit Gary Don and his crew of 8 bits. How many people are on the team? I forget. It's
Just like-
close to 8.
Like counting me, there's 11.
Oh, I mean it's 8 plus 3. 8 plus. You know, I'm trying to. Plus 3. I mean, like it's just. I never good at math. Okay. Never, not once.
Never, not once. Whew.
Speaking of never. Okay. Okay, actually. So, like, who just decided one day, like, when they made the divisible for Fahrenheit from Celsius, who just decided one day that they wanted it to be different? Like, oh yeah, say it's like say it's negative 42 degrees Fahrenheit. That's negative 42 degrees Celsius. Okay. I'm sorry, my teammate in Rocket League did something dumb. Okay, negative 42 degrees Fahrenheit is negative 42 degrees Celsius, okay? But 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Who comes up with this stuff? Like, oh yeah, I want this number to be the same, okay? But then I want this number to be different. Fahrenheit is dumb because Celsius came first. And I use Fahrenheit, but like still, I'm a. The whales do. What do they do?
That's. I mean, they eat a lot of fish. Maybe it keeps the fish population down.
Well, so do sharks.
That's.
And whales don't eat fish. They eat like krill and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And fish eaters.
Whales exist because
Giant fish that breathe air.
they exist because
Basically,
they had a
giant
really.
dolphin that don't eat fish.
The reason whales exist because they had a really good scene in Finding Nemo, and that's the best explanation I can give.
Then why do clownfish exist? Why is marlin a clownfish instead of a merlin? Why? He's literally a clownfish, but his name is marlin. That's the wrong fish.
I think it was because clownfish are the only fish that can go into anemones, and that's where they live.
And then anemones?
Yeah, and then the Eminem.
Eminently. Technically, the guy whose Ask's name is Steve